Hey everyone, it's Coach Keena here. Welcome to your intermediate class. So today we have a new theme, super exciting. It is video game themed. So we have our characters here, Super Mario and Toad. We also have a beanie bag, frog for a Frogger kind of theme. And then we have our carpet squares here that I think kind of look like the grass, like pavement that you kind of use when you build up like pathways in like open play games. All right, so for today, we are only gonna need a pillow for today's class. Super simple supplies today, which is awesome, just a pillow for later. But for now, we are going to get started with our warm-up. So it's our crowd favorite, our temple run warm-up. Love the temple run. That's the game, the video game where you are running the whole time and are running from a gorilla monster, I believe. Okay? Are you ready? Get set, go. Run in place, and like all games, it's not as simple as you may think in the beginning. It gets harder and harder. So when you're doing the temple run, you're running from that gorilla monster who's behind you. And then there are obstacles in your way, such as a log. So you gotta jump over the log and really try to get one leg up and then the next leg. It's a little bit harder and different than a regular jump. So log, boom, jump, good. Log, boom, jump, good. The next one is tunnel, and that's where you lay on your belly in a tunnel. I'll go this way so that I have space. And then continue to run. Good, tunnel. Good. And continue to run. And log. Awesome. Tunnel. Awesome. And slide. And that's where you can imagine you're sliding down. And that's on your back. Cross your arms. And this is slide. Good. And log. Tunnel. Slide. Very nice. Slide. Good, and then continue to run. And then the last one is a tornado, and that's where you jump in a full circle. Full spin jump. Awesome, tornado. Good. All right, take a little break. I'm actually gonna take off my socks. It's kind of warm already. And we are gonna get started with the full game. Are you ready? We'll play 2 rounds, now that you know how to play, where I'll keep the same skills, and then I'm gonna make it harder for the last round, all right? Ready, set, off to checkpoint 1, run, run, good. Try to get higher knees for this one. Awesome, tunnel, down on your belly. Good, and keep running. And this time when you run, let's all try to kick our booties. Good, and slide. Awesome, run so fast. You're about a quarter of the way there. You haven't used up any of your lives, so good work. Tornado, it's the full spin jump. Tornado, good, and continue running. Monsters catching up, run faster. Good, log, log, log. About halfway done. Good job, keep running, and tunnel. Awesome, slide. Good. Run, log, log. Whew. Tornado. 3/4 of the way there. You can see the checkpoint now. Just keep running. High knees. Good. Tunnel. Last one. Tornado. Last tornado. And you made it to checkpoint 1. Good work. Whew. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. Awesome work. You got 2 more rounds to go to make it to your final spot where we get to stretch. All right. Whew. We are done resting at our first checkpoint. Time to move on to our second one. Are you ready? On your marks. The gorilla's coming. Get set. He's chasing, so run. Keep running. A little to the left. A little to the right. A little back to the left. And high knees. Good. Log. Log. So many logs. Log. 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 Tunnel. And slide. Wouldn't that be fun? A tunnel straight to a slide. That'd be awesome. Keep running. And try to do the butt kickers one. That's where you try to put your heel to your bottom. Good. Tornado. Tornado. Last tornado. Good. Slide. Oh, log. 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 And run. Oh, I see the next checkpoint. Run as fast as you can. Run, 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 and freeze. Good work. That's checkpoint number 2. You made it. Last one's coming up. If you need it, grab a little bit of water, which I think I need today. All right. For this last checkpoint, we need to up the level just a little. All right, so we'll just practice right now. For the tunnel, when I say tunnel, that's where you get on your belly. Go ahead and come down on your belly. And then you're gonna do arch rockers. How about 3 arch rockers when you're down here? So it goes 1, 2, 3. That's where you try to get you try to be like the best banana that you could possibly be and just rock back and forth. All right, that's the one on your belly. And then when I say slide, which is normally just lay down on your back, we are gonna do 3 tuck-ups, okay? So that's where you go into tuck position. See my feet don't touch the ground though. It's kind of like a hovering tuck. And then back to hollow body. And then tuck, back to hollow body. That's when I see my shoulders are off the ground, my heels are off the ground. And then back to a tuck. And then the last change, the log roll is gonna stay the same. The last change is a tornado one. And instead of just a regular spin jump, you're gonna do a full twisting tuck jump. Okay, so with the full twisting tuck jumps, it's easy to remember how to do this one because you just think about halfway through your jump, which is turned around, you do your tuck shape, and then as you come back to the front, you straighten out your tuck. All right, so give it a try right now. Full twisting tuck jump, ready, set, go. All right, one more time. Good. Okay, ready to play? Awesome, this is your final round. We leveled up just a little bit, but that means we gotta make it harder, which is what we're doing. Ready? Set, go, run. And log, log. And tunnel. Remember, this is the arch rockers. 1, 2, 3, good. And quickly get back up and start running again. Start running, high knees. Awesome. And slide. 3 tuck ups from hollow. 1, 2, and 3. Good. And run, high knees. Log, 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 high knees. And then butt kickers. Good, keep going. Keep going. And tornado, full twisting tuck jump, remember? Full twisting tuck jump, good job. Tornado. Keep running. Good. You got it. And slide. 1, 2, 3. Good. And run. Log, log, log. And run, run, run. You can see the finish line. You want to make it super fast. Fastest feet you can do. And freeze. Whew, good job. You made it to your final spot, and now it is safe to stretch away from the crazy gorilla. So reach out tall. Awesome. Reach down to your toes and reach out tall again. Arms up and come on down to your toes. Let your breath go. Awesome. And squat. Go ahead and bounce and squat. Butterfly. Flap the wings. Good. And nose to your toes. Breathe in that toe air. Ooh, yuck. Huh? And go ahead and go into straddle. Remember, straddle, you have your nice straight knees and your pointed toes. And then also, since we are a bit older in this class, you got to make sure that your straddle sit, just regular sitting here, is not like a hunchback, you know, where you're just lazy right here. Make sure your chest is up and you sit nice and proud and your belly is still sucked in. You're protecting your back. Awesome. One hand in the middle, other to the side. Reach over. Other side. Good. One hand on each foot and try to tap, 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 and try to seesaw your way down into pancake stretch. Good. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pike stretch, feet together. Circle your arms back and reach for your feet. Good work. While we're here, let's stretch our shoulders. And then we'll go back to that. Fingers facing your bottom and lean down. Good. We might stretch a bunch of different muscles each time. And if you like a stretch and think that it feels pretty good to you, you can always do it even if we skip it for the day, okay? Like this one's a shoulder stretch. I really like it because it stretches my shoulders. If you don't feel the stretch, that means your hands might be too close to your bottom like this, and you're kind of leaning just on your elbows. So try to get your hands away from your bottom. Good, you could even flip your fingers. You can try this one and scoot your hands out as far as you can go, and that stretches your shoulders as well. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Reach forwards again, pike stretch. Awesome, hold it here. Good, and small knees. Tall knees, little lunge. You can have one hand down for stability. Awesome, and lean back, straighten that knee, reach forwards. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean forwards to grab that back foot. Try to get your back foot to your bottom. Good, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of that foot and slide it out into splits. This is my left leg splits, which is usually a little bit less down than my right leg splits, has been my whole life. Just like this. For some reason, this leg is less flexible than the other leg. Weird. All right, hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into small knees. Sweet, tall knees, other leg in front, little lunge. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that back foot. You should feel it in that back leg now. Good. Let it go. Straighten that front leg. Lean forwards. We're just stretching out one leg at a time before we go into splits where we're stretching both legs at the same time. Now slide it out and hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out. It's middle splits. You can let's warm it up today in froggy stretch, just like this. That's like middle splits, but your knees are bent and you can rock back and forth. It's not as important for this one to stay in a straight line with your bottom and your knees in a straight line, because it's nice to just get those muscles warmed up And now we can hop into middle splits. And again, make sure, not again, but make sure that your feet are in the same line. Like you can draw a straight line from your foot to your other foot. And in between, right in the middle, your bottom should be aiming for the middle of that line. Okay? So if you're a little bit too far back like this, then you're basically in a straddle, but up high. And if I draw a line from my one foot to the other side, then my bottom isn't right over it. So make sure your bottom is right over that line, the imaginary line between your feet. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out, shake out the legs, and it's bridges time. Go ahead and go into bridge, ready position, and bridge up in 3, 2, and 1. Bridge up, hold it here for 10, 9, I know, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out, rock out your back. And then it's table to bridge, tabletop, so fingers facing away from your bottom. Reach up tall, yeah, and then reach behind you. So not this way, forwards. You know, then I end up in bear. If you end up in bear, then you have to go the opposite direction from where you came. So opposite direction, keep looking backwards. I can see the back wall. Keep looking, and then try to keep twisting and grab that back. Good. Good, hold it here for 5. Try to get your feet together even, and legs straight. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, shake it out. Rock it out, shake it out. Shake, shake, rock, rock, rock. And stand up. Cool, go get some water. On the count of 3, hands in the middle. On the count of 3, water break. 1, 2, 3, water break. Go and get some water. Okay, for our next part of our class, we're actually going to start working on our jumps, okay? So for our jump sequence, you are going to start by clearing your area. Make sure you don't have anything in your way, and then go ahead and have a seat. Yep, and crisscross applesauce. Okay. So while we're here in crisscross applesauce, we're just going to practice remembering a jump sequence. So I know some of you have been to our gym before, and then we used to do jump routines on the trampoline. And you had to remember the pattern, jump after jump after jump, and connect it all, meaning no in between straight jumps. Okay? So this jump sequence is going to be a full twisting tuck jump, and then a half twisting straddle, and then a half twisting split, and then a pike jump, and then a wolf jump. It might be a lot to remember right now, but we're going to work on it and work on remembering. Okay? All right. So when I say connected, that means in between the first 2 jumps and the rest of them, I won't add any straight jumps or not a big pause in between. So I can't do full twisting tuck jump and then like look around and be like, what's the next jump? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's a full twist, it's a half twisting straddle. You have to go full twisting tuck, land it, and then go half twisting straddle, and then half twisting split, and so on and so forth without any pausing, okay? So we're gonna work on it together. Go ahead and stand up. The first jump is that full twisting jump tuck, which is just like that tornado jump. So go ahead and do it. Full twisting tuck jump. Yeah, and then it's a half twisting straddle. So I can't move my feet if I want to connect it all. So if you don't stick it and you step forwards, and that means that it's not connected, okay? We got to make it connected. Half twisting straddle jump, here we go. Good, and then a half twisting split jump. Good, and then a pike jump, and then a wolf jump. All right, again, that might be a lot for us. Remember, we're going to practice it all together. Here we go. Make sure you try to connect at least the first 2, all right? And remember, connecting means you have to go one jump right after the next without moving your feet in between or doing extra jumps. Here we go. Full twisting tuck jump. Oops. Half twisting straddle. Half twisting split. Pike. Wolf. All right, that wolf jump might be new to some of us. So the wolf jump is just like the pike jump, except one knee gets to bend. So it looks like this. All right, you can try it again right now, because again, that one might be new. Okay, we're gonna do the routine again, the jump sequence routine, 2 more times. Ready, set, go. Full twisting tuck jump. Whoop. Let me start over. Full twisting tuck jump. Half twisting straddle. Half twisting split. Pike. Wolf. Awesome. So one tip when you do these connected jumps is to try to swing your arms in between. Okay? So for instance, let's do 2 straight jumps in a row. I'm gonna swing my arms down, then jump, and then they come down again, kind of in this freeze, and then they can continue to swing down, and then do the second. So it gives you an extra little time to think, and it still counts as being connected because you haven't moved your feet. Okay? It's like a super slow arm swing down. Try it one more time. Arms up, swing your arms down, jump, swing your arms down, jump. And that would be 2 connected straight jumps. Okay. All right, here we go. Last jump sequence. You got it. Try to connect as many jumps in a row as you can. If you step forwards like I might do, don't worry about it, okay? We'll get the extra practice in. Okay, full twisting tuck. Here we go. Half twisting straddle, half twisting split, pike, wolf. Good. All right, we'll work on that as we move on. I know the full twisting and then the half twisting is hard to connect, but it's good for us and actually is pretty close to the requirement that we are needing to move up to the next level. Okay? So it's good practice. All right, that's a lot of jumping. Let's take a break. Quick breather. Awesome. Let's all just try this quick balance skill so that we can kind of reset our brains. And we are going to do the tree pose in yoga, which is where you try to get your heel as close to your inner thigh as you can. And you have to get your foot kind of in line with your leg. All right, so it's not quite like this where your toes are sticking out. Make sure your toes are pointing downwards and resting right along your leg. See if you can do this. It's kind of a fun balance challenge. Cool. Try the other leg. Awesome. You can even do the yoga hands if you want. If not, you can just have your hands out. All right, this is how I also used to stand when I was a gymnast, when I was younger. Okay, the next thing we're gonna work on is our jump handstand. And so with the jump handstand, let's just warm up the tuck jump handstand, which I know we've done in previous classes, but if you're new to us, don't worry about it. This is the jump handstand that we're all talking about. We are not gonna kick our legs up to the air just yet. You just hold the tuck down. Yep, knees just point down the whole time, okay? So if you're new, that's how you do it. You jump and just hold that tuck. Because I really don't like the banana back handstands when some kids will do this one. They kick their legs out too soon and they end up in a banana back handstand, which is really hard to unlearn. All right, warm up 5 of them. Just the jump to a tuck handstand, but not a straight-legged handstand. Okay? 5. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, no straightened knees just yet. 3, 4, keep legs bent, and 5. Awesome. Okay, that was your warm-up for that. Now, if you have a nice hollow body, with your knees bent. Then you can move on to jump to kicking your legs straight in the air. And this is what I do not want to see. No, 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 none of these. I'm going to show you a bad example. If I kick my legs out too soon, then I just did the world's ugliest donkey kick, where I'm just kicking my legs out. That is not what I want. Bad example. Okay? What I do want to see is, this is a good example, is a nice jump tuck and then feet up. And if I go over, that's okay. I just twist it out like the end of a cartwheel, or you can roll out or bridge out. Okay? So again, here's a good example. Tuck and then straighten. Okay, so no banana back. Okay, let's do 5 attempts. No banana backs, jump to full straight handstand. If you are feeling like your back is arching, like in a banana back, then just stay with the tuck shape. Okay, it's really important to get that first thing right before moving on. In the live classes, we can enforce that a little bit better. Okay, here we go. 5 jump handstand attempts. Go. 2 for me. 3. 4. Nope, didn't make that last one. That's okay. That was my 5th. Whew, all right. That is the jump tuck handstand. Just so you know, there's also a jump straddle handstand, which we can work in a later class. That's the same concept, except you have to jump to a straddle. All right? You can work on that if you want at home as well. You jump into a straddle shape and then kick up. But the tuck works just as well and is a little bit easier. Okay, let's go get some water. Hands in the middle, both hands in the middle, and water break. We'll get some water. And for this next part, actually, we are going to do a handstand worm down. So go get your pillow for this part. So I have my pillow. I'll lay it down in the middle of the floor and then have a seat. Cool. Okay, so for this next part, we're gonna do is work on our handstand worm downs. Some of you already have worked on this, and if you feel comfortable and safe, meaning you're not face planting and your worm down part is really slow, you can take away the pillow. In the live class, we will say whether or not you can take away the pillow based off of how slow we think and safe your handstand worm down is. For these pre-recorded classes, it's a little bit harder to tell. Okay? But if you're going really slow into that seal stretch, then you can take the pillow away. So for the handstand worm down, the trick is, for those of us who are new to this class, is you try to get, I'll show you what the full skill is. You kick up into handstand, and then you slowly lower yourself into a seal stretch. All right, so your chest comes first, and then your belly, and then your feet. A quick drill for it, so if you're scared of doing that whole thing, is to just put one leg in the air, kind of in a teeter-totter, bring your chest down, and then slowly your belly, and then your legs, and then your chest up in a seal stretch. Again, you can try it with me now. 1 foot in the air, chest down, belly, and seal. Cool. And now you can go ahead and try it on your own, and that's why we have the pillow here. And make sure some of us with the pillow, you have it kind of this fat way, and your hands are kind of too far apart. So make sure it's sort of this long way, and the narrow side of your pillow is where your hands go. You don't want a handstand where you're like this. Okay? Let's do it. Go ahead and do some handstand practice and the worm down. So again, with the handstand, kick up to a handstand. If you don't feel comfortable kicking up all the way, you can just do a little one. Put your foot down, chest, and then seal stretch. Okay, that's another, again, the intermediate option is to do the handstand, foot down, chest down, seal stretch. Okay. If you're working on the full one, that's when you would do the full handstand, chest down, and warm down. Let's just try one more, and then we're gonna do the routine. Lunge, handstand, nice and slow, into a seal stretch. Cool. Keep the pillow there. We're gonna do our routine. And so with this routine, actually, we're gonna do 3 to warm up, and then while you're doing your warm up, I want you to think about where you are doing your skills so that if you have the camera in front of you for the recording of these routines for our performance, that you can see the whole skill and it looks really polished. All right, so when you see routines on TV, they're really polished. So there's no extra steps, there's no thinking about what comes next, there's no arms flailing around. It's very controlled and it looks really nice. So for this next batch of routines and performance, we would really like it if the routines looked a little bit more polished. And so that means we got to think about how we are pointing our toes, keeping our knees straight, things like that, okay? So our performance is going to be in next week. Not this week, but the one after. So we have a couple of practices here to make sure that it looks really polished and really nice. So think about pointing your toes, straightening your arms, and where your camera is going to be for mom and dad to record so that you can see the whole thing. Okay? That's enough talking. Let's get to it. Does anybody remember the first thing in our routine? If this is still new to you, you can just follow along. You don't have to answer any of the questions. Okay, the first thing is your sign language letter of your first name. Your first letter of your first name in sign language. For me, it's Coach Kina, so that's with a K. So this is mine. So I have my letter K, smile in the middle. And then the next thing is a fuete. So if this is new to you, the fuete is a kick. You leave your leg up there, and then you jump and turn around. It looks like this. Kick, leave your leg up behind, and then it swings down. Yeah? Again, kick, jump, and swing through. All right, that's the fuete. So go ahead and do that one. Kick, jump, turn around. And then it's the hurdle cartwheel. So with the hurdle, you jump, lunge, hurdle cartwheel. Remember to point your toes and keep your knees straight. And then you walk past the pillow, turn around, handstand, worm down. Cool. And then stand up. And then it's a fake out bridge. And for a lot of us, if we're doing the fake out bridge, try not to have the bridge part end up like this, where you're just in front of the camera. Try to think about facing the side so that you can really see the shape that I'm in this part, especially if you're doing more of the bridge option. But even in this tabletop thing, it looks nicer if you can see the side of you, okay? And then that fake out to bridge, for those of us who are new, you squat down with one hand behind you and really go super slow, okay? Because this arm is gonna have to help you land. It is not that used to landing with the arm. And in fact, when we fall back, like if I push you right now, you shouldn't put your arm behind you. You really should just tuck and roll like that, okay? So this is a nice controlled motion versus a fall, which is out of control. Okay, so we're controlling ourselves down to a squat, hand behind us, and then up into our tabletop with one hand. And if you want from here, you can go into the bridge, or you can just stand back up, whichever one. Okay, if you do the bridge, make sure you come back and stand up, because that is the end of your routine. And you can wave, or you can bow, whichever one. Okay, but make sure you end the routine. Okay, 2 more times to practice. I'm gonna go quick for these next 2. And then I'm gonna have it so that you do the last 2 the best you possibly can. And then we are done with most of our class, and it's actually just a one last game. Okay, so here we go. 2 routines quick, and then 2 routines slow and really nice. And go. First letter of your first name. Fuete, that strange kick jump. Forwards. Hurdle cartwheel over your pillow. Walk past your pillow. Turn around, handstand worm down. Stand up and fake out bridge. Nice and slow down. And then back up. You did it. Second routine, here we go. Fuete. Hurdle cartwheel. Walk back. Handstand worm down. Bridge. And a goodbye or a bow. Awesome. Okay. The next thing is our 2 polished routines. So go ahead and reset your area if you need it. Maybe you need to move your pillow a little bit further away from something. And then another thing to take into account is see how my fuete, I put it so that my leg kick is also to the side instead of facing forwards towards the camera. So think about that, like if you guys are older and know more about cameras, when you have your laptop set up for the live class, which is where we will record the performances, or if you send it in and your mom or dad records it, think about where they're gonna stand and whether or not you want the fuete to be going to the side, which I think is nicer, to the side, or facing them, which I think you don't see as much. Okay, so think about that reset, and then we'll come back and do 2 slow routines. Let's get to it. 2 slow routines. I hope you set up your area and thought about where you want things to go. Here we go. Fuete is the first thing. I'm gonna do it sideways like this so you can see it. And then it's my hurdle cartwheel. Ending in a nice strong lunge. Walk back, handstand. Worm down. Good. I stand up nicely. Arms up. Slow, controlled. And I did it. Okay. One last time. Take a deep breath in. I know we're getting a lot of practice in because we're going to perform next week. Okay? You got it. Here we go. Fuete. Hurdle cartwheel. Walk back. Handstand. Worm down. Good. Okay, I hope you made your last routine there nice and slow and controlled, pointed toes, arms straight, the whole package, because we are actually going to move on to our fun game. Okay? So good work, hands in the middle, and water break. Go get some water, and it's time for our game. I'm actually super excited about this game because we get to build a house. Okay, so go get rid of your pillow, scoot it away to the side. We're not gonna need those. And we're actually gonna do skills for building materials. Okay, I know a lot of games out there like Roblox or Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. You get to build your own house on your own island. And so for this game, we are going to need some building materials to build our house. The first thing that we're going to need is our wood blocks. And in order to get your wood blocks, you gotta do 10 spin jumps. Next, you're gonna need a door for your house. Where's my door? Here we go. And you're gonna do 10 straddle jumps. The next thing you're gonna need is a stove for your kitchen where you're gonna cook. You need 10 forward rolls for your stove. And then the last thing, we gotta get a window in there in our house, otherwise our house is gonna be dark all the time. You're gonna do 10 backward roll attempts. And that last one, remember, we practiced that the last class. It's our stand up tall, and then just, you can come to a candlestick. That will count today, or what I really want you to do is stand up tall, pizza hands, okay? And then squat down, and instead of that candlestick, you try to tap your feet behind you. So that's a backward roll attempt. All right? Okay, let's do it. 10 of each. First one to get our wood blocks is the full twisting jumps. Okay, here we go. 10 spin jumps. I'm gonna do them on my own, you do them on your own. That's 2 for me. 3. 4. Oop, getting a little dizzy. My last one. Good. Take a moment if you need some extra time for your 10. Awesome. You do your 10. Here is your wood blocks. Boom. You got it. And the next thing is 10 straddle jumps. Here we go for that door. 10 straddle jumps. And remember with these straddle jumps, try to not do the star jump where it's your body is nice and flat. Try to think straddle pancake in the air. Okay? Here we go. 2, 3. And 10. Awesome. Take a moment if you need some more time. You got the door. Good job. Door for our house. Nailed it. Next thing is 10 forward rolls. Try to stand up without using your hands, okay? There's 1 for me. 2. 3. I'm not using my hands to stand up. Bonus points for me. Try to point your toes even. Last one. 10. And you get your stove. Good job. I was trying to give you a little extra time there to finish up. Last thing for our house, we gotta have a window. Everyone, need a window, so that means we gotta do 10 backward roll attempts. Stand up super tall, pizza hands, roll back, touch your hands to the ground, feet over. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there for me. 7. 1 last one. And then we got our window for our house. Woo-hoo! Give you a second there if you need to do a couple more and catch up. Otherwise, you get your window. You got it, 10 of them for the window. Good job, everyone. Whew, virtual high five. Boom, virtual fist bump. everything because you guys rocked it today. Again, I'm Coach Kina. That was your intermediate class, and I will see you again next time. Bye.